All right, guys. Welcome to Friday Night Scale Science Podcast. I am Jordan. Next to me, I have Mr. Ruben. Next to him,
what's up?
Randall. Everyone, no, my bad. Go for it.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? This is gonna be hard. Nah, I'm gonna leave it off. My bad, yo. We'll figure out the feedback sound throughout the night. We were gonna try to do a mute thing, but I don't know if it's gonna work because it's hard.
Whoever just muted made it just like super good, and I'm Elliot with 5280 things.
I think that was my mic.
My name is Mike Munoz, also known as Ron and Drift RC on YouTube. Shameless plug. I'm from California, and my local track is Super G. Been drifting for about, want to say like 7-8 months. Started out with an E10 and worked my way up to a YD2 chassis. So.
Is no one talking?
You're muted, bro.
Oh yeah, I wasn't making no noises. I was trying not to.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully there's not a ton of feedback coming through on your guys' end. There probably is.
We're off to a wonderful start. You guys know how it is.
Oh, man. All right. We're going to do the live lobby code for FR Legends tonight. It's SS 2020. If you're playing FR Legends, you can jump in and play with some of the homies from the track. If you do it, make sure you take some screenshots and send us pictures. Shameless plug. We sponsored this episode this week. Hopefully you guys like our new background, and we now have our own branding. So yippee-ki-yay, we're looking a little more official. Told you we were going to work on it. Getting there. Slowly. Only took 6 weeks. But yeah, so tonight in the news. Dun dun dun. Don't forget to unmute your mic, fellas. We're going to go and talk about this lovely little thing.
The fire sauce. Ooh, I knocked down a whole bunch of stuff trying to get the camera together, but muted. Y'all ain't even hear nothing. That was cool.
I want one. I'm not a, I still want a VIP though before I do one of those, but I want one of those before those sell out because those are gonna sell out like the Q50 did super quick because it's like a super gangster, just fire body.
You better jump on that. I'm on that website right now. No, just
I'm gonna buy 10 of them and sell them hot dollar.
That's not fair, man. Mike got the advantage. He has Super G, and Super G got to connect with Pandora, yo.
Yep.
He knows.
Sometimes it pays to know who you know.
Our plug.
I'm gonna start dealing them like hotcakes. Just who want one?
You ordering any of those bodies? I need like 10, man. Just 10.
Just 10.
See, I love it, but like my one big thing about like the 4-door is like this like scale side of me just like gets so frustrated that there's no wheelbase difference in them, and so I'd love them. I'd get one, but like there's an inside of me that's like, it needs to be on a long wheelbase, but you don't see those as often anymore.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Long wheelbase cars, pretty slim pickings, right?
Yeah, Yokomo did like a few of them, like very few set of them, and so it's sort of hard to track them down. But I know they're out there, and so
yeah,
it's somewhere.
Definitely. This is, in case you didn't know, this is Pandora's latest offering. I actually embarrassed to say that I don't remember when officially it is supposed to come out, but it is coming out. I can tell you that much. This month.
Yeah.
You heard it from Randall. Hold him accountable.
If they don't come out this month, Randall, I'm coming after you.
Damn. Hey man, they said it on their site. If
But like, where's my body?
Pandora, I'm coming after y'all.
Where's my body, Randall? I want it.
Together. We coming together. We all coming as a squad.
It may come out this month, but if you order it, you won't get it for like 3 more months because of everything.
You'll get it for
so-
Christmas, man.
Yeah.
Order it for
No,
Christmas
now
right
you're
now.
just making me sad.
Yeah, man. It's a pretty sweet body. They've been pretty steady at, what would you guys say, like 4 cars a year for the last couple of years, like as far as bodies are concerned, dropping?
Yeah, pretty much. And they've been fire too, and they've been what people have been asking for.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that because if I can't find it, I'm pretty sure like Pandora has it. Like if ever I'm looking for a body, I'm pretty sure they make it.
Yeah.
Or if they don't make it, they will. Like,
Yeah, they're going to.
at the time when they came out with the FB, like it was so weird because I was looking for an FBR7 to make a replica of my car, and like there was no company that made one. And I was just like, I happened to email them, and I was like, "Do you guys make one, or would you guys be interested in making one?" And then 2 weeks later, they were like, "This is coming out next week." I was like,
You're like, what?
Yo.
What?
I don't know if that was me, but if it was, dude.
I don't know if that was like if me asking them had anything to influence that, or if the timing was perfect on that. But like that was crazy. I was like, bro, that's cool. Ask and you shall receive.
That Lex is the hottest. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I second that motion. We would start drifting the other way.
I think
We
our
drift back.
toilets would switch, man.
We
It
would.
actually happens all the time. Just saying, it actually happens more often than we think.
Check their Instagram, yo. BRC, check their Instagram. That's where I first saw a picture of it. It was on their Instagram.
Man,
Oh,
he already knows he's like camping out, waiting for that drop. Got to get a few, huh? BRC, that is a sweet looking body, man.
so this is body related, but I remember a couple weeks ago somebody asked about a Lancia body. Who was that? Do you guys remember?
Oh man, I
Can you
cannot
repeat that?
remember.
The Lancia body.
Your body, but
I know Tamiya does.
because we saw
And-
one when we were scrolling. Instagram. I saw one, but
Yeah, somebody asked about it though, and now I can't remember. Man, been lose sleep about that.
Who has a fan on?
I think right now we're playing the mute game. Let's see where the feedback is coming from.
I think it's coming from my end. I'm gonna mute in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's definitely gone.
Oh
For
my
me.
goodness. I'm have headphones on, and I think a lot of us do actually, and that in my ears, whew, man. I was getting like a visceral response going on, getting all anxious and stuff.
Oh no. Someone has a fan blowing on their mic. Thank you guys for keeping our show awesome.
Hey Ruben, fool, it's you that makes the noise, yo.
I don't know why though. I'm in the garage just chilling. It's quiet. When no RC cars are going, there's nothing fun going on. You know, it's all
Is your
depressing
table
right
like?
now.
Is your phone sitting on the table?
Yeah.
Is the table vibrating?
No.
It did sound better when you touched your finger on it.
I only hear the feedback when you guys talk though.
But I think it's because you have speakers and microphone on the same thing. It's fine.
Our bad. Anyway, we want troubleshooting. Thanks for the help. BRC, I think that was you that said that. Thanks for the help. We said we'd get it in the opening. We figured it out.
Oh yeah. All right. In other news this week, we finally got some new content on our YouTube channel. This is our D4 Black 2 years later video. Basically what we think. It's been a dedicated rental car at our track, and as much flack as they catch, man, like behind the hands of somebody, you know, half skilled with a drift car, they seem to slide pretty damn fucking good. If you gotta ask me, excuse my language.
Now I watched this from like beginning to end, and I was like, yes, somebody finally like gave the D4 love. Nobody ever does, so it's super sad like to see everybody bashing on it as soon as it comes up in a conversation.
Right.
I love the D4.
Yeah. So I'm like, dude, that's so messed. Like, I got steered I'm just saying I got steered like away from the D4 just because like I saw so much bash on it. So I was just like, oh, I guess that's not a good chassis. So I didn't start with it. But I mean, it just sucks that, you know, that people bash on it.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. I think hopefully we were able to address some points for people that, you know, although it does have some failure points and things that, you know, might need adjusting, that realistically we didn't really spend too much more. And like the video shows, like it'll slide with any of the cars that you also might be looking at getting to, you know, fulfill your drift voids. So it's different though. Like I think carpet versus concrete, you know, to know what's competitive and what's like the next best thing that everyone's trying and doing, you know, like what, if you don't mind sharing, Mike, like what's kind of the layout in your car right now? Did you go for like rear ESC and all the
yeah, I actually
stuff?
did. I went for the rear ESC just because I drift on super smooth polished concrete.
Uh-huh.
So I had to go with like the rear mounted ESC plate. Just because everybody was telling me that if you have no weight on the back, then you're like, you basically have no grip. So like if there's especially with the tires that they run, like they're super smooth. So it's just, I had to like apply all my weight to the back, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, it's one of those things where I wanted to mount everything mid chassis, but they were like, yeah, it's not gonna be very functional. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying weights. Like, why not weights in the back? Like, mount everything mid and then use weights.
Yeah, I was actually gonna do that. I was gonna try weights just because I had it on an FXXD. I had like weights on the back and stuff, and that seemed to work fine. But I was like, well, I don't want, like, I wanted this chassis to be extremely clean. Was like my whole thing about it. So I was just like, I don't want to add weights and then like have like a bunch of weights sitting here and there. But yeah, so that's why I just decided, hey, I'll just mount everything in the back. It'll make it easier.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Definitely helps to make like all the wiring and stuff tidy with that setup, doesn't it?
Super clean, dude. Super clean.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. And then let me see here. Lastly, in the news this week, Yes, we're gonna do some COVID clips of the week. It's been a couple shows since we had one, but they're back.
Skirt, skirt. Oh, oh. Bow, 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 bow. I could feel it now, yeah. It's porno music. Come on now. That's amazing. What's going on right there?
That's crazy. That's super sick right there. Look how deep that is, though.
I know that's not everybody.
Just so low.
Everybody that knows me.
Getting laps.
Look at that.
I mean,
I'm curious though, like, does this dude shred tires twice as quick because he's only on the corner?
That was my question. Like, he's like on the very like edge of it.
He's probably changing tires like every other laps.
That thing's wavy, dude. Like, has more waves than Redondo Beach.
I love it.
That's crazy.
Oh, we better get out of here before this happens.
Oh no.
Oh, god dang it.
Hey, shout out to Ben.
All right. I guess our second clip is gone. Oh no, it's here. Thankfully. All right. Chelsea Denofa and Matt Field.
Ooh,
So rad.
that's intense.
Oh, it's not Matt Field. Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, it is. Yeah.
My favorite car.
And then like
Jeez.
200 horsepower car. Power's not everything in drifting, yo. Look at that.
That's crazy.
My favorite car there is the BMW. I hate to say it, but
Oh no, dude, I agree with you.
So much style just getting indoors with him right there, man.
Like, you got the front that's what, a $200,000 Corvette, and then what was next? What's behind as the chaser car? Yeah, definitely the red sleeper.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing is nuts, dude. Amazing.
I love how fast they just enter it's nasty.
They're just
I don't
cruising it.
scream anymore.
Oh, I'll be back.
All I see is a red dot in my screen.
He'll be back. Oh, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like even though the quarantine's been going on, there's been so much footage coming out and people building and cars getting made and RCs getting bought. Like, everywhere is sold out of, like, all the hobbies. I'm really stoked to see that so many people have gone to their roots with hobbies to, keep fill this void in this time. It's kind of cool.
You know, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm just happy I have the funds to, the number one rule of an addiction is be able to afford it, and so like I'm super lucky. I'm super
seriously, bro. Seriously, you're not wrong.
Super lucky that I'm able to do that, and just keep it going. I've built 4 RCs since the shutdown, so
since lockdown.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
But
that's awesome, man. I
mean, like I got the TCR, the front wheel drive thing, the front wheel drive little touring car today, and it's so much fun. Like, it's so rad, and I have a Fortec, and like I've driven other touring cars, but like it being up front, you can do the most wicked J turns ever. Like, and so like I was just sitting there going reverse J turn, just.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. All right. Tonight in our featured content section, you might have already saw the sneak peek. If you want to get featured in our scale content section, just use our hashtag ScaleSciencePC in any of your photos so we can find them, and we'll make sure and try and throw all of them up. Tonight's first is from Gary Tan.
Did he just lick us? Did he just lick us? Did y'all see what he did on the screen?
I didn't see that. I'm glad I didn't see it, honestly. Anyways, dude, this build right here is just mental. Like,
That's intense, dude. Like, that's just nuts.
Ooh,
just, dude, the gauges, the switches, all
The
the
gussets.
e-brake handles, and the shifters, and the gussets, and just, dude.
Just like thinking about it. Like, imagine just thinking about making that. Like, what goes on through your mind while you're thinking about making something like that?
But is it that he's thinking about making it, or does like is
Making
it
it.
finding?
Stop thinking about it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just do it?
exactly. Yeah, like doing one bit at a time. So like turning off your like planning and building
And
one,
just going for it.
Yep, seeing what comes from that.
Right.
Like, I mean, I know guys that build cars based around a set of wheels they have for it. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
like, and this is like 1-to-1 cars that they're doing this. Like, you have that old school BBS set that you need the right like Audi Mark or 4K
Right.
for. Like,
Yeah, that's
Beautiful.
That's dope.
Definitely one of the, I would say, better examples if the shock tower is still in place, you know, so it's just going to run like a stock car will, other than some added weight. But I think this thing would look so nice just tucked under pretty much any body, honestly, but
Yeah.
specifically a two-door. Looking like a coupe of some kind.
convertible. Chop the top off of anything. Make it a convertible.
Yes, sir. Now you're talking my language. Look at that fuel system. This dude caught me in my feelings about this one, as Randall would say to me.
That's what I'm saying, because that's a YD2, and like, you know what I did to my YD2? It doesn't look this cool, and I thought my YD2 was banging until this came out.
Like, Gary Tan, man, dang it.
Yeah.
I'm like halfway through my fab and I just want to just like wipe it clean. I'm like, wow, mine looks like some sandbox stuff. And here we are looking at like a grown man's work. Definitely jelly, man. That is just a really nice build. Good job on that thing, man. I can only imagine how much time you've spent doing all that work.
Amazing.
The building is one thing, like the painting, the details.
yeah, and it looks like those rear wheels have been hydro dipped.
Looks like they're graffitied up.
Yeah, the
but-
back ones, right?
Yeah,
It's like
but
it's a camo, and then it's got like a purple spoke. I know those wheels are like you can take them apart, so
Oh, like a
hydro dip
two-piece?
would be super cool though. Yeah, I mean, because painting that would be like next to impossible. So
Yeah.
small detail.
yo, I want to start we should try and play some hydro dipping of some wheels.
That would be pretty awesome, actually. How do I sign up for this club?
Yeah, right. So
I know a little bit about it, just a little bit.
All
I don't know a
right.
lot about it,
Let us
but
know
I know a
what's
little
up.
bit about it.
You have a hydro dipped body. You watching, Jason? Tell us what happened with that hydro dip.
Mike, you're saying you know some stuff about it. Hit me with some feedback.
Just a little bit. I know that you need first you need like a tub, because I was gonna do it a long time at my shop, like a long time ago. But I know you need like a tub, and then you spray like whatever paint you want, or if it's not paint, it's like a layer of some sort of just like super like thin I don't know what it is, but I know that you like place it in the water and then you have to like dip very carefully and then just shake it off and like all the axes will just fall off of it.
Like it's kind of like almost like gold leaf, kind of.
Yeah, almost like gold leaf. Exactly. Yeah, it's like a super thin layer of like this material that you just set in the water.
It's an acrylic, so it's like
Right.
essentially a paint, and so you can use acrylic paint, but they print it out. It's an acrylic sheet that they print, and like you have to use some type of like solvent, like so it doesn't. It's a weird reaction.
Right.
But I think with a body, you would get the air bubbles, and if you're like trying to set a body down, you'd get the like air bubble happening inside, so you wouldn't be able to get it like on the inside. But if you hydro dip the outside of a body, then it would be like super rad. It would work perfectly.
That'll probably work. You're right on that one.
Body that's hydro dipped on the inside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like he's got some secrets. He knows. I know he didn't do it. He took it to somebody that did it, but that fool's got the secrets because it's hydro dipped on the inside.
And Jason
O'Connor. Wait a minute. Can't do that on here. But you know Jason. We don't be giving people's last names like that.
But how else could you say it? You could have said a Hobbytown Jason. I mean, like, there's other ways.
Green Jason. Green Jason.
Green Jason. Cheers, Jay.
You know I love you, Jay.
I think he's doing a S15 birthday build. Happy belated birthday to Jay.
That's what's up.
Second up on the featured content tonight, I'm probably butchering the heck out of this guy's name. Kai? K? I'm so sorry, but another wowzer.
I'm pretty sure it's Kai. I'm pretty sure it's Kai.
Yeah.
But Kai, I saw dude. That. I saw that, and that was like, I was blown away by that. Like I wanted to do it to mine so bad.
I don't even want to finish my build-off body no more.
Dude. I just want to get that one and pretend it's mine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can we borrow your body and enter it for a build-off? Like, we'll jointly borrow it, me and Jordan, and then, like, when it takes first place, we'll send first place to you with your body back. Because, you know.
Dude, I kind of want to Johnny Tran and go get those engines, man. Like, give me those engines, bro.
Oh, no.
It's got to be overnight parts.
Dude, to Jay-Z, no bleep. Yeah, okay. But I really like it. I'm liking what I'm seeing inside with the styrene work too. If you kind of, quote unquote, read between the lines, you can see some interior work is also going on in here. So what I'm seeing so far is looking really, really nice, really solid. But just this bay, like,
it's super clean.
Shaved bay, like that's one of my favorite things from the One of One world, and seeing it on an RC car is just, I am really happy about it. So very nice work, man. Can't wait to see some more from you. If you're planning on it, this might be one of those goes in a glass case builds. Don't breathe on it wrong. And I wouldn't blame him for 1 second. That's for sure.
I wouldn't either, dude. That thing's gorgeous.
If you need security, I'll work security day shift for you.
All right. Well, it just so happens that Mike, aka Running Drift RC, is our next shout out tonight. Shameless plug.
Snap.
Go
ahead.
My bad. I was gonna say, we don't really advertise or have like an online store or anything about our stickers or anything, but it just so happened to work out that we could provide some to Mike. And dude, thanks for the shout out on Instagram. Like that's, for us, it's what it's all about, going above. Like, it's not really about making money. It's more so about making friends and making acquaintances and just sharing the passion, because you like RC drift as much as I do, it sounds like and seems like. So I'm glad you like what we have, man.
Oh, dude, it's like it was super surprising that I got that many stickers. I didn't think I was gonna get that many. Like you told me, like, oh, I'm gonna send a couple stickers to you. I was like, all right, that's cool. And I got like all that, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is like more than I need. But they're super cool. I love the scale signs with the rising sun in the background. And I think my favorite out of those banners was the very bottom one. Here, hold on, let me see. Yeah, the very bottom one says "Chasing Dreams." That one was like my favorite, and then this is my second favorite here.
Yeah.
This one's dope. I love this one.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that one's great. But yeah, I appreciate it. Like, super happy with what I got sent over. It was great. It was great.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
So thank you too.
Definitely. So yeah, I just want to throw it out there to anyone too. If you guys are looking for scale stickers or just banners, etc., I love trying to make people stuff too. If it ends up working out, great. If not, I understand. But when we can make them happen, like I love seeing that work out there. And I think this sticker that Tom made with us, of all the different tracks in the US, man, like so cool to see our track name listed up there with some like tracks that I see on, Facebook and YouTube and stuff. And I'm just like, dang, really? Like I'm honored to be, I don't know, on that sheet right there. So it was just really cool.
Yeah, I put a couple of those stickers on my car as well. And I mean, they were just super cool, super scale. So yeah. I was super happy like to see them on there. I was like, this is nuts. Like this is so cool.
Definitely, man. Yeah, no. So you ended up picking up this chaser. So yes, a little backstory on this. I got that chaser a couple years ago, really wanting to do like a FD build, and I just never got around to it. And to see it painted now, it's just like it makes me happy to see it. It's like finally not just sitting in a bag there anymore,
Right.
No, you did an awesome job on it, man. It looks really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's not fully done. I do have a couple things coming for it. It's gonna be basically the centerpiece, like what represents me. So I'm like seriously like not even done with it. But yeah, I was super happy to see it. Like when it showed up, I was like, all right, this is better than what I hoped, because I don't know if you remember, I originally wanted the BN Sport one.
Yep.
And after I couldn't find it anywhere, I was just super happy that I got offered this one, because after you sent me this, I tried looking for this and I couldn't find it either. So so I was like, all right, you know what? I'm happy with what I got. And actually it turned out better than I had hoped, so it's definitely like one of those things, it's a win-win.
I think Randall, you might agree with me here, like on a black body, it's hard to do any body wrong with some black, man. Yeah, I think
evil that is, dude.
Yeah. Evil for sure. Just sinister, man. I've always been about those cars that just look tough because they're black.
Oh, definitely. I love the murdered look. And I think I'm gonna change up the wheels as well. Probably gonna go with like some all black V8 KS.
Okay.
But we'll see how that goes.
Dude, that would look too sweet. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. Very nice build. I dig it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So the next one tonight, guys, I think this is kind of cool. I actually, no shame, I'm going to enter. CIA dropped this contest worldwide. They'll draw your car if they choose your car. They're only going to work with 8 total, be your real car or your RC car. I'm assuming they want RC cars, but basically repost it, a photo of your car to get picked. Like, I really, really want to enter the Purple Z. What do you guys think? Even one of the team bodies, if they do like a team body photo, that would be so dope.
I'm going to enter the GTI with the broken window.
I'm going to
Yeah.
Which car are you talking about? The green. You said.
Yeah, it's like a GTI that I've done, and there's a broken window. I put like a plastic baggie in it.
Dude, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope. I like that.
Stu Ballins.
Stu Ballins. Oh no, people know now.
Oh, there it is.
Man.
Sorry, Stu. You're official.
People know now.
That's so dope.
I didn't
That's so
accept
dope.
your friend request on there for a minute. I was like, who is this? The profile, I was like, oh, I know this.
Stu Ballins, man. This has got to be a hacker.
Oh man, that's dope. I like that.
I just love it, like the baggie like wobbles when you're driving around and stuff.
That's great.
I mean, it's so perfectly cued with what you would see in real life, you know?
Yeah. Somebody smashed your window the night before and you got to drift the next day. You just throw a baggie on there.
The only thing it's missing is the classic VW like oil mark.
You got to get on that.
Dude, this is another one, Elliot. I love the shaved bays. Like I was really into V-dubs when I was in my like beginning driving years, and them and the Hondas were really what gave me the shaved bay love, man. This is a really sick design. I love how it like just sticks that motor out, makes you focus just on what you're doing there. It's really sick, man.
Yeah, I want to get it down lower eventually, and I'm hoping, something will come along that allows for that. But I mean, it's been a lot of work, and I'm like ready to move on. But then I want to put fender flares on it and
Make it
everything
crazy.
else. Yep, but it's like
Dude.
3% too big.
You got to throw flares on it, man. That's gonna look wicked.
It'll be fun.
That looks
It'd
dope.
be like one of those wild renderings that we've been looking at over the past couple weeks, man.
And that's what I'm like all game for, is like super boxy, like wicked fender flares. Just like unique that you can't get anywhere else. So there's ways to do it.
Oh yeah,
Love it. But thank you for the compliments. And it's been definitely
bro.
a work in progress, to say the least.
When aren't they though? Bodies like that, like the masterpiece bodies, they're just like real cars. When aren't they? A work in progress.
Yep.
Oh, forever. You will always own it as a work in progress. It'll never be done.
Exactly. And it's like, it's always so painful when I like show it to family members. I'm like, check out what I've been working on. And they don't like understand how much work like went into this. And like, this came from pictures of my own car. So like, please understand this went from pictures to like tangible objects.
Right.
I think
that's something that like I like anybody that builds anything can relate to. It's like when you work something super like it's like super like painful to work on, and like you just take so much time on it. And when you show it to somebody, they're like,
"That's cool."
Okay,
cool.
Okay.
Nice.
You're like, come on, man.
You mean that's cool? Don't you mean
That took you how long?
Yeah, what? That took you what?
It's for what again?
Because I remember when I first bought my S2000, I was super proud of it because I like lowered it and I put wheels on it and stuff, and then I like tuned it and did a bunch of stuff to it. I painted it and then I took it back home for my dad to see, and then he was just like, what'd you do? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, there's so much work into it, but
That's when you want to hand him, like, my dad didn't even realize that they were clear at first. Like, he thought they just came painted and like ready to go.
Right.
And when I came home with one, he's like, what's this trash? I'm like, it's the body. I gotta like make it. He's like, it's clear? What?
You gotta make that?
What? You painted it? What?
No.
Yeah, so I get that. 100%.
Yeah. Respect though. Respect. The VW looks amazing.
Definitely, man. I think he's had the most fun. I don't know if you guys ever remember the Realer RC photo posts that people would do on like Instagram and Facebook. He sent a few of the different ones that I've got to build to his friends, and they're like, "Man, how much did that thing cost? Like, where's your son getting all that money?" He's like, "It's an RC car, dude." Like, oh, really? No kidding? Dang. He's like, "You can't tell it's on a sidewalk, man."
That's
So,
what happened.
I mean,
the
that's a
first
cool
time.
compliment, though.
Yeah, that's what happened the first time I built the S13. My dad was like, "Hey, you got a new car?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "What's that picture of your car?" I'm like, that's not mine, Dad. That's like not an actual car.
Toy, for lack of better words. You know?
It's a toy, Dad. No."
Yeah, that's definitely what he's gonna want to hear. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, you're spending time on a toy. Yeah.
All right, guys. Our next shout out tonight is gonna go to Street Break Circuit, Florida track, dude. Look at this track, man.
Oh, I already like it.
Try to make it a little bigger for you guys.
I just wish I had more room.
Oh wow.
I wish I had more money.
Amen, brother. In that reverse entry. Woo!
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Ugh. This is just...
If you guys check him out on Instagram, this video's got a really dope little soundtrack going along with it too.
That's what's up.
Just the
nice.
scaleness makes me so happy.
I
Like
Yes.
know.
it's like inside of it, like actually, like it's crazy how like small stuff has always done that. Like I remember when I first read like Stuart Little and then saw the movie and The Borrowers, like how excited that used to make me. And like I see these RC cars and their builds and I'm just like, it's the same thing. Like I get this like visceral like body response, like this is so cool.
And you can play with it. I think that's
Right?
one of the best parts for sure for me.
Remember the old school Z commercial where the like a Ken doll would like get into the Z and drive the Z? Dude, that like ruined me. I was like,
Yes.
yo, straight down and
ruined
drive
me.
my toys, yo.
And I grew up having pet mice, and so like Stuart Little was like this like thing of like real wine. Like I was halfway there with this like building Legos and having these pets, and like it's I wonder like what
Yeah.
this is,
Dang, dude.
I wonder what has stemmed us to like all enjoy this stuff. Like what caused us to have such a attraction to small miniature dioramas and realism.
I want to add to that. I think, I mean, I remember The Borrowers and Stuart Little as well, and I loved both those movies. For me, it's like I love seeing how far people will go to make a car look just like theirs. You know what I mean? Like that's probably why I enjoy it so much. Is I know that I probably won't own all these cars, but if I can have a 10 scale model of them, I will. I will definitely have one.
Yep.
So
I think affordability comes into it for everyone for sure, man.
yeah,
And you can still actually drive it and do
Right.
all the things you want to do with the real version of it.
right.
And not
That's-
worry
that's-
about California emissions laws.
Don't get me started, please.
Man, just like this photo right here for me is just like,
You can hear it.
I don't know.
Like,
Yeah.
like those things, like you can hear this photo, even though it's RC, like you can hear an H6 hitting that, grinding that wall, like you can straight up hear like Eurobeat blasting it straight up an initial D movement right there.
Seriously, no, Randall, you're like that's 100% spot on, man.
Man,
As soon as you said that, I was like, "Don't stop the music."
Cole, if you didn't see it close enough, man, it's a Wu-Tang sticker, but it's got Ric Flair on it, so you can fill in the blank. Woo!
Hold on, here we go. I got it.
Yeah. Let me
There
pop
it is.
bigger.
boing,
It's
boing.
Ric Flair. Woo, Tang.
That's what's up.
I gotta find a place on my table to put it though. But I mean, I love this thing. Ric Flair was one of my favorites, so I love that.
So I guess we all like wrestling too. I think pretty much everyone here is a wrestling fan as well.
Oh yeah.
Or at least I know I was. I'm pretty sure Randall was.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like you were.
Freddie Prinze Jr. took over, like the whole SmackDown era, and then when Freddie Prinze Jr. took over, I was like, man, I will say I have been watching some wrestling lately that we've been on quarantine. Like people saying, getting back to their roots. I have been watching some wrestling here, like the last couple weeks. I watched wrestling. I was like, well, I might be getting back into this.
Like I remember growing up, like watching wrestlings with like friends that I grew up with and stuff, and like watched it fizzle out for a little bit, but like we always knew that it was alive in some form. But when I was in the UK 5 years ago, like so many people were like pay-per-viewing WWE and stuff. Like it was like their what's up mainstream night like thing, and I was like, this is crazy.
That's
like
nuts.
My wrestling ring and all my wrestling figures. Like I still have my necklace and belts. I still have my Hardy Boys necklace, fool. Like,
dude, I want to get a soundboard just so we could have like wrestling intros to come into. You know, you get your theme song. Just...
I want D-Generation X as my theme song. If I don't have it, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I got the wrestling CDs. I got the theme song. Ooh, don't play, yo.
Oh man. Hey, well, set it up, dude. Let's make it happen. I would be so down with that. Here's one last photo I want to show from them before we move forward.
That's so dope.
Man, just it makes me miss our lights at our tracks so bad right now, man.
Oh, come on.
I really love their kind of like highway barriers with the scale like foliage. I think that would fit really well on like some of our wall sections in the very back if we could like make something like that happen. What do you think, Randall?
I think it'd be sick. Like, would we be allowed to keep it there? Like, I
don't know, but I'm even thinking like if you could make that transportable, you know, like if we could make it in sections kind of like the train guys do at the Hobby Expo that we go to.
Yeah.
Like, I think that'd be kind of cool just to lay it out even for like going to the demo days and stuff, you know? I think people would really get into it. Even more so like, I don't know, cross-pollinating with the train guys, because I think a lot of them seem to be into like the RC cars as well, so at least some of them, but for them to see some of their skills as like making the scale foliage and stuff, I bet they'd get into it even more.
You've seen that dude convicted countersteer that's got the backyard track that makes mine look like crap because his looks like an actual city. He's got a full city with like a Tim Hortons, and he's got like
what?
And he's got the train in the background, like how my backyard has a step down where we're trying to like get rock crawling and stuff going. Like this fool's got a train running around his whole back. I think his name is like Jack Jones, or it's Convicted Countersteer. I do believe Convicted Oversteer, Convicted Countersteer on Facebook. Yeah, his backyard is really really next level. Nah, that's not it. Somebody help! Somebody help! Please, somebody help!
Oversteer, countersteer,
oversteer. Try oversteer, maybe. No.
Well, at least when I search for that, I'm not getting anything.
Try Jack Jones' Facebook, possibly. I do believe. I'm sorry, yo.
You're good. Sounds like one of those names, though, that there's going to be like 9,000 of them on Facebook. And yeah.
I was thinking that same thing. I'm like, that's sort of like a John Smith.
Yeah, let's just see if we get lucky.
I'm talking about, can we please tag him? His track is like, it's ridiculous.
Jack Jones.
Look at Convicted Street Racer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What?
He's got the train. This is in his backyard.
Yes, that guy has the sickest freaking track ever. But
dude, the train is on fire. What?
He makes like a whole little thing of like a town. Like he'll always like do updates of like what's going on in his little town, construction, road work. Like it's so sick. I love it. He has that dope S13, that blue one.
Yes. He's got an old
All
school
right, I'm gonna
Ford
mute
tow
myself out
truck.
again. I just had to throw. Oh, there it is. Yep, that guy. Ooh.
Whoop, there it is.
Man, it's a good looking garage too. So that's a good thing to keep in mind here if you are picking up what I'm putting.
That's
down.
like a whole building. He's uploaded a video where he like drifts like through the whole thing. He's like actually doing donuts inside. He like hits a door of a car that he has like a little shell that looks crashed. It's insane the stuff that he has for sure.
What the heck is this, dude?
His backyard is like RC paradise.
Yo, okay, he's filming Back to
whole
the Future.
This is so sick.
He plows the street.
Yeah, Andy
with
reminded me. He in the winter he puts like a snow plow on the front of the trains to clear the tracks in the winter when it's snowing.
And he plows the streets too with RC like caterpillars and stuff.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
The money this man has is unfair.
Yeah, it's safe to say he didn't get a stimulus check. He has money.
I understand life's
Even if
not fair.
he didn't notice.
Yeah, I know. Well, that one that
Dude,
Dang.
I love that he likes Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future.
Yeah, I'm a huge Back to the Future guy.
I have a Lego DeLorean.
Oh,
Oh, dude, don't even go there.
Yeah. I have to buy a couple of them.
he's got
I-
construction equipment.
I've been looking for a DeLorean 1/10 scale for like a year now, and I cannot find it.
What the heck?
If I ever do, it's Back to the Future. What's going on there?
He's playing a mini like drum set. That is hilarious, man.
Yeah, no, if we could find pictures of like his actual track somewhere on here, like his track is crazy.
I mean, he has an open pit mine set up in his
Jesus.
backyard.
Yeah, that too.
That's
Yeah, this dude's got some wild stuff. Wild time, wild money, wild dedication, wild eye for detail. He's just wild. He's the definition of wild. He out there wilding.
Just having all kinds of fun, man. Like, could you not see some kids just like having hours of fun doing something like this? Like, at least in my age group, I don't know about kids nowadays, but
Man, I'm saying.
I would have killed to have RC earth moving equipment when I was a freaking kid, man. I love playing the trucks and stuff. I definitely think he's living out some like childhood stuff right now.
Aren't we all though?
I think he didn't know what he wanted to be when he was a kid, so now he's just living out every single scenario possible.
No doubt, man.
He's like a truck driver, like he was in Back to the Future,
Yeah,
like like he's living out his dream.
he did it all. Oh, what? He's got the little Kyosho freaking
Oh
blizzards.
no!
Yeah, this is a
Oh,
whole
no.
city. There's like the whole city. There's a Tim Hortons. There's a McDonald's.
Dude.
That's crazy.
That's awesome, man.
Do you think he like gets up and goes, "Oh, I have to go to work," and then starts doing this?
One day I made a post and like I said my track was closed because of snow, and then he posted a picture of his and he was outside working. He's like, "Nope, it's never a snow day here. Track's always open." And I was like,
Oh,
"That's
jeez.
crazy. That's mad dedication."
He's dedicated
Shots
for sure.
fired.
Hey, ain't no shots fired. I don't care. Y'all know I don't mess with snow. I don't mess with weather. So I mean, what's that mad dedication to you, homie?
Yeah, I dig everything this guy's doing, man. Good shout out.
That's dope.
Let's I guess do one more. See what this.
I think that's just like a road work video. They're doing like
on the camera.
road work and construction.
I love how they like made it look like another street right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool.
You take sick photos there too. Photos. Why do I take photos like
I'm going to Tiny Town.
he takes photos there?
Hey, Jordan,
What's up, bro?
we need to get in contact with the people from Tiny Town, and we need to do like some sort of either crawling or like little drifting there, like even if it's like on a closed day, because they can definitely run that video of their buildings with our cool little drift cars, crawlers driving through there. And that would totally bring a lot more business for them. And it'd just be fun for us. Let's be real.
That'd be what's up.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for both of us, honestly. Like, scale anything makes the cars look that much better, you know?
Yeah, I've never been to Colorado, so.
Hey, if you ever want to, man, always open invitation. Like, the guys at the track are always super welcoming, and we can let you know where to stay, what to do, hang out.
Done.
Let me zoom out here. Sorry, guys. So tonight, I want to ask you guys the question. Oh, before we do that, one more shout out. My bad. We have a new logo that we've been working on, and we're considering getting this with some more detail elements added so we can make a livery for some drift cars. Do kind of like a scale science theme. Little mad scientist hanging out. You know, what do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I mean, you already know my thoughts. I think that thing looks amazing. It's definitely one of those things that brings like more character into what you're trying to do. So
Definitely.
I love the mascot. I think it looks great. He's definitely a mad scientist.
Definitely.
Yeah, hats. When her hat's coming out, and is he gonna have like somehow a little logo of like our little scale science logo, like on his lab coat somehow, or not, or on the beaker or something?
Yeah, maybe. I was kind of hoping we could have another version of him kind of like bringing our logo to life or something, you know? Like making him like electrify that or like make it like glow or the beaker's like bubbling over or something, making it glow. Be
Hey,
kind
like
of cool.
Dexter's Lab, like a sign like Dexter's Lab with him underneath or something, kind of like, you know, like they
Yeah.
make those spoof signs that like they look like something else, but it's not.
Yeah.
What it is.
Definitely. So yeah, sorry guys. Had to throw in that shameless plug there real quick. Anyone out there in the comments land, if you would be interested in a livery, at least knowing what you see now, shout us out with a comment and let's keep in touch. For our next section tonight, we are going to do scale garages, build or buy. Can't wait to hear everybody's opinion on the topic at hand. We have some awesome, talented local builders here. I know Super G has some awesome scale equipment and stuff that they take out for their demos. And we were talking on a previous episode about them going to the Hoonigan stuff. Did you happen to get to make it to that?
I actually didn't get to make it to that. I was gonna go, and then things just kind of overlapped, and I wasn't able to make it out. But what they did make, they brought it back to the shop, so they have like a little mini burn yard and like just a bunch of stuff that they kept. It's super cool. So the last time I was there, I got to see like the burn yard and other stuff. They have like little cutouts of Hurt and Ken Block and stuff. So it was
Awesome.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Keeping it scale for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask Ruben specifically. I want to ask you some questions, man. Like at the track, you've helped build a number of like buildings and other things, and I think the creativity with you and even Colin, man, when he was doing some of our bits and pieces with the foam board, I think the night he showed up with the bus stop that he had made with the leftover like little body bits, and then made the park benches, the concrete looking ones that every park has, like just so cool. He's like 90 cents, man, like maybe 10 cents worth of foam core. You can buy a whole sheet and make a bunch of cool stuff with it.
Yeah, I love the styrofoam board. I mean, that's what I always use. It's super easy, and it's just I love it. It's dirt cheap, When I just get in my creative zone, like I made that cool little skate shop. I even replicated the little back of the Scale Science building. I just have fun with it. I mean, I think that's honestly what got me into drifting was the whole scale aspect. Here's one of the cool little taco trucks. I just get bored and just build random things. At the end of the day, just bring the scale aspect of it to life, which I love. Let me see. I think this one might have lights in it. Yeah, it has lights.
Hey, Andy, with you or not?
So there's lights in there. It has like a little stove, the little topper on top, the little hood. Bam. So, and it's made out of just a little styrofoam board. Have drift wheels on it. You guys remember when we were pulling it with the little drift car at one point? So it's been a little bit, but.
I hope you're serving mini tacos out of that.
I gotta find something. I had a sticker from Jordan. I think at some point we had like little miniature pizza stickers, and I ended up putting those on a piece of cardboard, and I cut them up, and I used them as slices of pizza, and I ended up giving them to my daughter for her little Barbie house. And that's another good thing to have kids. If you have kids, you can always steal their props. That's where I get a lot of my stuff. Once she's done recycling them, they're broken, hand them over my way. And they fit pretty good. Barbies are always a plus.
The Monster High casket speakers.
Oh yeah. See, I wish I would have kept a lot of my OG builds, like that first one that I actually did like the whole what is that called? The whole framework. And I think I did that with like popsicle sticks and cardboard. That was like my first super ghetto build, like on the lowest budget. I don't know why. And it came out really nice, and I ended up tearing it apart, but I think I still have something left of it somewhere, but let me see what I got so far left in my scale garage right now. I have something cool I can share with all y'all.
Oh. I don't think you should have did what you did.
Oh no.
Everybody has seen it already, but for whoever's watching out there in the world,
Go back to where you were.
cool
Oh,
little girl. I'm lost.
I think we lost him.
He's lost in deep space. No. 250.
Oh, you're crazy for that.
There's a ceiling fan in there. That ceiling fan works.
I have a lot of lag. I don't know what's going on.
You moved from where you were.
Oh yeah, I have it connected to like the little speaker or the little USB. I don't have it plugged in right now, but yeah, it's been the stuff. I had my jukebox in here, my to make it, that old scale, whole scale look. But fortunately, bare minimum. So I was able to expand the rest of my scale goodies everywhere else. Like a standing forklift. I don't know why I have that, but hey, it's another scale goodie.
Because it's cool.
I got to learn how to ride one of those at work the other day, so that was awesome.
That's awesome,
dude. There's my tools. Oh.
Hey, does that man in the green shirt have his porta potty with him?
Hold on somewhere. Oh, there's Manji. There he is.
Yeah.
Little poop machine.
That's dope.
Let's get a little paper roll in there.
That's what's up. I don't know why. That's like one of my favorite ones about the creations that we have around with the foods I've made. Like, I love that thing.
I know. He's going to have to make it a donation for the track. Here. Sorry, I'm working on my crawler. We're gonna go out crawling tomorrow morning, so that's what's on the workbench today. Again, shout out to Jordan, got me hooked up, wired, so I'll be set. Go tomorrow. It'll be fun. Speaking of, we got a new addicted crawler in the house over there. I see you, Randall. You even already said we're building a crawler course, in my backyard. Got him hooked.
Hey, fool. I didn't expect that stuff to be that fun, fool. Like, damn. I was like, when I was out at Mamushi today, I was looking at the crawler course, and I was like, I can maybe add some rocks here, and I can add like a flagstone there, and that'll make a nice pathway.
As far as some of the like purchase garages, I've seen them out there, anywhere from like 100 up to 300-400 lights, girders, gussets, you name it. I think the coolest one right now for me is Team Associated is sending their cars in boxes that turn into a scale garage, which is a super, super cool idea. I really dig that.
Yeah, every time I see someone post something really cool, I'm like, yo, what garage is that? I got it with my Enduro Element. And I'm like, what? I'm like, why don't I have one? That thing's so gnarly.
Hey, does Team Associated make a crawler?
Yeah, the Enduro, the ones that Matt just picked up.
Yep.
Oh.
See if we can get a picture of the box. Maybe not.
Oh, well, those pictures of the Chevy 6 Uno stuff, I think he has. That's what his little garage is one of those. Yeah, that holds on there pretty good.
Come on. I'm getting burned right now. Wait, because the name's wrong. And still nothing. Dang it.
Didn't the SCX 10-2 box come with a garage inside?
I actually don't know, but I don't think so. Maybe.
Mine didn't.
Let's see here.
The dry ass gravel in my fucking tires. If I can't break nothing, I'll see it.
I'm probably thinking of Team Associateds.
Man, I can't believe they don't have a single picture. Oh, you know what? I got a better one. It only took me 10 years to think about it. It's Tyler.
Yes.
There we go. That's their box garage.
And it's green too. That's what's up.
I love the door with the tag on it. It's cool. Definitely fits cool there. What do you think, Randall? Would you ever add a scale garage to your track, man?
I want to. I want to add a couple things.
Yeah.
I just don't know how, because I need something that can withstand the elements. I was about to ask a stupid question. Could I use that box and then support it with some wood inside, and then cover it with like some plaster or some tile grout or some concrete?
Mod Podge it.
Yeah, an acrylic medium. If you coated it in an acrylic medium, it'd somewhat last. You could do better. You could do better than one of those, Randall.
Anyway.
Randall, the little building that's in my background, it was like a dollhouse. If you found something like that and just even went to the store and bought you like a little pack of shingles, watch, where's it at? That thing back there, that one, you know what I'm saying? Like put some shingles on it and like a little bit of siding, it'd technically be like a house, so it would withstand, the elements. I'll help you. Watch, I'm gonna go thrifting. Thrift stores are always a good spot to find a lot of the scale goodies. That's where I get a lot of my good stuff. So
I legit want to get into dollhouse making. I mean, remember when we went to the expo, y'all lost me because I was over there with the old ladies at the dollhouse section. That's something that I've been into since I was a kid. Like Elliot said, like since a kid, I've always like little things. Like dollhouses has been something I've been into. So it's like I've been looking at some of those, but I'm like, $500 for this kit that I want. The specific kit that I want is like $500 for this super big ass mansion. But it's like I'm gonna build that to set it outside, and I want to make sure that it's gonna hold up for more than like a year or so. If I'm gonna drop that kind of money on a dollhouse, like it better withstand some elements, yo.
dude, on the Facebook Marketplace right now, for some reason, don't ask me why I went through and I looked at dollhouses, but there was a bunch of them, and I was like, yo, these are all things that I can just like buy and use later. But hey,
Because
neither
they're
here nor there.
cool.
Have you guys been? I feel like I say this all the time, but have you been to Thompson Hobbies yet in Denver?
Oh yeah, the one you were telling
Yeah,
that one that's
doll-
Colfax and
Yeah, it's like
Wadsworth?
a dollhouse. Like the kits they have there, some of them are like you have the whole gamut of like Victorian and like deco houses and like all these different eras of buildings, and I'm just like, oh, so rad.
Yo, I just thought of why I got this whole thing for mini stuff from Beetlejuice. You know, when he has that whole little mini town.
Yes.
I thought about it. I was like, I want something like that, and I guess that's where my sickness started.
See, look it, you're finding it too. I just saved you some years of therapy. What's up?
Beetlejuice.
Manning commercials with his Scale City.
Yeah, see, he's jockeying.
I don't. Yeah.
Mike, what about yourself, man? Do you do any kind of like scale displays or any ways to like take your pictures of your cars and stuff?
I absolutely do not, and I absolutely want to. Like right now, just like the table I have for where I build my stuff is kind of like cluttered. So I've always wanted to make like a garage on that table, but it's super cluttered. So if I were to make something like scale and have things lying around, I wouldn't be able to work on my stuff. So I just have to convince my girlfriend to let me go to IKEA and buy another buy another table.
No.
Oh, yeah, she said no.
Please.
I'll have to ease her into it, but yeah, I definitely want to build a scale garage where I can keep the RC for sure. It's just not. It's yeah.
What you do is you get a table off Facebook Marketplace for dirt cheap and sneak that thing in there, and then when she's like, "Where'd that table come from?" You be like, "What table?"
I'd be like, "What? Oh, there's a table in here. Where'd that come from?"
It's always been here. Remember, you hit your toe on it last night. Remember, you was mad, you cussed at it and stuff.
Hey, what are you talking about? You brought that in here.
I'll fight on you.
Nah, I ain't trying to get you in trouble.
Nah, it's all good. But yeah, I absolutely do. I absolutely do want to build something on my table.
Awesome.
I bought a shelving unit that's 2 feet deep, and so like I'm planning on having 3 layers of 3 different levels of garage. But I finally got it printed this week, painted.
So I almost forgot. We got to give a shout out to our boy Torin for his scale garage. Torin, we miss you, bro. Hope life's treating you good on the East Coast, man. His garage was fire. I loved all the little details he had like gotten added, and bought a bunch of like printed batteries in the toolbox, and had like old scale parts and drift parts from builds left over, just like sitting on the walls, like leftover parts of being in your real garage. Like he did a good job.
That looks super cool. The more you look at it, the more things you find like laying around.
Yeah. One of the I'm sure there's more now. Like this back piece, this whole wall is like foam core, and he just like cut away the plaster and like peeled the top layer away, and then like carved the brick like mortar lines out of the foam.
Yeah,
So
that looks
I don't
cool.
know, just like little details like that. Doesn't even look like it in the picture. It looks just kind of like some sticker or something. Right?
I do details, but I said,
What's Ruben talking about back there?
So you
that's
forgot
because I always do
forgot
that.
to
You
beat
know,
himself.
What?
like that's why I don't do models because like I'll start it,
Ruben.
and, like I do it, but I won't get into full blown detail like that.
All right.
That's why I can't do models.
I can hear him.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't know. I don't know if you can.
I can hear him.
Sorry, guys. I just had a glitch in my system. What'd you say, bro?
There's a glitch in the main.
Which bro?
First to you, Ruben, and then we can go from there.
Oh, you were saying what did I say? And I just said that I was talking about the detail. Like that's one of the main reasons that I can't do models is because I can get down with getting into detail, but once it starts getting too detailed, I just lose track of it, unfortunately. But yeah, I love that. See, I wish I could have got more detail into my garage because that definitely looks sicker. I love it. Hey, what was that floor again? I forgot to ask you if you're watching Torn. Let me know what that floor was. I don't know if it was paper or what it was, but I need to put it on my garage.
It's the 12 by 12 sheets of what is
Poster
what
board or
is
something?
it's not poster board. It's just the paper they use for like the journaling what ladies do.
Like
card
scrapbooking.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
12 by 12 scrapbooking paper. And then like if you got an acrylic medium or a Mod Podge to go over there, you could like do a matte finish or like a super gloss finish over the top of it. So it looked like it was polished.
That'd be
What's
cool.
the best way to put it over that, would you say? Because I've seen my girl do it with like a paintbrush and it comes
Yes.
out really like blotchy and thick. Is that the best way?
I would use like a paint roller, like a foam paint roller.
Oh, okay. So
And
give it like a nice.
yep. And do
Nice
both
sheen.
sides. Yep. But then Jordan, I sent you a link in our private message of a garage door that somebody's made for
Well,
scale
let's just
garage
take a
stuff.
quick little look.
A little
shall we?
gator over there.
Gander. Took a gander here.
No, but I believe I took off one of my garages.
What? Get the heck out of here, dude.
So I'm
Kidding
just
me?
saying, like, there's some inspiration to be had.
Bro. If I could like start the video like the electronic garage door is opening and my car could pull out of it, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. Yep.
We could get YouTube famous someday, man. That's a game changer.
It's so rad though.
Famous.
Right on, guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the talk about scale garages tonight. To wrap up our chat, I want to ask you guys the ultimate question. What's your favorite RC car of all time? Or truck? Or whatever that RC was. What is your favorite of it? And go. And I'm second, or I'll go last.
When I was a kid, I had a Tyco RC Gravedigger. I mean, like, I know it's not like super legit, but I had a Tyco RC Gravedigger. That's
What?
right there. I know. There's like some tight ones now. Like I think Traxxas makes a super sick Gravedigger with the BTK wheels and all that. Like I might have to try to invest in one because these fools got me into crawling. So I might have to get me something.
Dude, they do monster truck drag racing. So they set up the course, like the freestyle course, and it's 1-on-1 jumps, cars, because they have like model cars set up for you to jump.
So here's my thoughts right now. Randall has so many bodies sitting at his crib. If we filled like 5 or 10 of them with concrete and you could make like some scale little car jumps for a monster truck in your backyard, man.
I wouldn't even fill them with concrete. I would just like put them in there with a little bit of dirt so they could actually get crushed. Like
Yes.
trucks.
Yes.
Dude, yo,
Yes.
that's a good idea, man.
And like even if we like 3D printed some so they broke like modularly instead of like small cracks, like you get like full indentations happening.
That'd be cool.
I'm done with y'all.
But or what you could really do, you know how we watched that guy use like 10 over a solid body to make body panels?
Mhm.
If you did that over one of your Lexan bodies, if you could do that over your Lexan body
That
and then
old
make
school-
a metal one.
An old school Tyco, it came with 2 cars that were crushed, a red one and a blue one, and then 2 little plastic crushed cars that go in the middle so you could hit the jump and go over them. Man,
That's so rad.
I miss that thing.
Nerd life.
What about you, Elliot? What's your favorite RC of all
Oh
time?
man, I don't know. I go back and forth on all this. Like, and then I bought the TCR today. Like, throws a whole nother variable in it. I would probably have to say the new Kyosho that I built, the Turbo Scorpion, just because it's like such an old school, just rear wheel drive buggy design, but like it's remade and it's everything that I want in it. It's like already all metal. It's just rad. It's fun. You throw buggy tires on it, it's cool. You throw a wheelie bar, it goes really fast in a straight line if you want it to. So it can do all sorts of stuff and just goofing around with it. But they're all fun. You can't really. There's apples and oranges within the RC realm, so it's tough.
Oh, yeah, man. What about you, Ruben?
So it goes back to my youth. You remember them old school New Bright Escalades that the trunk would open up in the latch and they had that FM
Sound
radio
system?
with the spinners?
Yes.
Man, that's when it started for me. Like every Christmas, I'd look forward to my mom getting me one of those. And I think the last one that she got me was even like the Silverado that had like the button where it actually was like a low, it was a, like bagged almost. It'd drop and then it'd come back up and you can take the lid off of the trunk and it had like the little FM radio and everything. It was so sick. That's where it all started for sure. And that's what I still want. I need to find one. They're just expensive. Everybody's taxing on them, just the bodies alone. But I just actually want the whole complete RC car because I just play with that again, and relive my youth for sure.
Oh,
But
yeah.
for now, crawling.
Crawling.
Let's see. I'm probably gonna have to say that my favorite was this Tyco RC that got me into drifting. It's that Han body, that RX-7 Han body, that orange one. They have a Tyco RC of like that replica. They say it's a 1/10 scale, but it's a lot smaller. But that got me into drifting because it was like all-wheel drive, and I picked it up for like $15 off some kid on OfferUp. Don't judge me. It was like some random kid. And I remember like staying up at night, like looking up drift RCs, and like I was like, dude, these are way too expensive. So I found that one for $15, went, picked it up, and I had like a blast with it. I think I took it to, it was like a clean culture event, and it got looks from everybody. And I've never been a fan of the orange, so I sanded it down and I painted it like candy purple. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, buddy. I mean, I picked one of these up not too long ago. Even though I'm like past it, like you can't pass this up. When you see them,
No, you can't. You really can't. You really can't. So I had the RX-7. I had the RX-7 of that Tyco, and I loved it because it was like, it's like USB, like chargeable. So you just plug it in, it charges up, and then it goes. So yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at this thing. This thing's amazing. Look at that. Oh, perfect.
Or plug it into the computer or laptop or something. Bam.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah.
And the NOS button works. Well, tell them about the NOS button.
Okay, so on the remote, they have like a little button, like a little red button, and if you're not like, if you can't slide it, then you just push that button and that thing just starts going. Like it'll spin wherever it is. It doesn't matter if it's gravel or like, it doesn't matter. It'll go. So so that thing was like, it was super fun. So that's what got me into drifting, because after that I couldn't stop myself from looking at like the higher, like expensive models, and then yeah, it started going crazy from there. It was like a wildfire.
It's an addiction.
Yeah, it is. Definitely is. You get bit by the bug.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely. You know, I'd have to say I think my favorite one of all time was probably the Traxxas Stampede. My brother got it for Christmas when we were like, I think I was probably like 8, maybe 10. And that would have put him about 6-ish. So I was just like, dude, you're so lucky you got this sweet RC car to play with. Like, I'm super jealous, but we had hours of fun in our backyard with that thing. Broke it way too many times. But I mean, at the end of the day, it was just like, I think that one, and I had one of those like old school Nico ones from Radio Shack that was like an off-road truck, and it could go through water, and I mean, it was pretty awesome. Like, I had a ton of fun with it, playing with it when I was a kid.
Was it called
I can't remember what the name was. Like, I mean, it was like seriously lifted big ol' F-150. It was like exactly what I wanted at that time as a kid, like for a truck. I was like, you'd see a lifted truck, you're like, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. I had a Street Comber, I had the Road Stomper, and I had something else. I had all the Radio Shack, the monster trucks back in the day. Like, monster trucks is what got me into RC cars. Monster trucks and the buggies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I got older in my taste, got into like drift cars, and then I started playing with X mods like when I was in like 6th grade. Then I got to high school, and I thought I was the cool kid on the block because I had an X mod. And then some kid had an E10, and he busted out that E10, and I was like, yo, this gets deeper. Let me see here, and then here we are today.
Yep. Yeah, I think, man, falling down kind of the rabbit hole, if you will, of just RC in general. You know, it was, for me, same thing. Kind of the E10 was like that resurgence after not doing it for a lot of years, like growing up and doing other car stuff and whatnot, and then coming back and just touching one again. And it was like, oh, I forgot how like this used to seem complicated when I was a kid, but this is kind of easy now. A lot easier. I mean, coming from working on cars and stuff, like, you don't get dirty, your hands don't get broken on stuff and freaking cut, and just, I mean, that's kind of what I miss about working on real cars too, but it's also like watching Ruben right here just wrenching away in his garage. You know, you can stay warm, you can like watch TV and hang out. Like, it's the most enjoyable way to like be a mechanic, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I want to add to that as well, because when I got rid of that Tyco RC, I went straight to the E10, and it was like, for me, it was like I was getting into something like super crazy, right? I thought it was like the like, you know, the epitome of drifting and stuff, and then I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I took it once to Super G, and they were like, that's a little older than what we're used to now. And then they showed out, you know, what they had, and I was like, yo, this is intense. Like, how much did you spend on this? And they're like, it's a Honda Civic. like you could get like a hatchback with this. And I was like, that's insane. So and then that's what like then I definitely started like checking out more of the building aspect of it, like just like building bodies and stuff, because I am a painter. So it's like it sparked my interest, and I was like, that's nuts that this is like, you can do what I do, and you know, but not get dirty, and I could be at home watching TV while I'm doing it. So it's like it definitely got me super into it, like super into it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. For your E10?
Huh?
Did you have that Demon Camber kit for your E10?
No, I did not. I didn't get to get super deep into it. I wanted to, but as soon as I found out like how much older it already was, I was like, I gotta like upgrade now. So like I was like, I gotta like get something else. But I did have it for a while, and I used that thing. Like, it was used and abused when I sold it. It was like, I had the that S13 body, that what is it, the discount tire one.
Yep.
Dude, oh my goodness, that body was wrecked. It had no more lip. That lip was gone. I think the back bumper was broken from like smacking the wall so many times. It was a mess, but it was great. It was fun. Those are fun.
Yeah.
That's
threw the
awesome, man.
camber kit on mine, and I thought I was hot stuff because nobody else had camber on an E10, and there I was rocking the demon camber. I'm like,
You're like, what's up? I came to show up.
these guys, and they're like, "Cool, no, you're not. You're not cool."
You're not cool. Stop.
See, I'd have this right here. I'm not even a Ford dude, but that right there, his monster truck in that picture, like, I'd be down. I'd be on that, dude.
I dig that.
It's pretty sweet, man. That's like the epitome of like a 90s lifted truck right there.
Oh yeah.
Beach bomber, like huge motor, crazy pipes, ridiculous lift. Like that thing would be so hard to get in and out of.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, but it looks tight. No, everyone's getting out of your way. But with the motor, it'd pass everything but a gas station. All right, guys, we are to our section tonight to do our 5-minute scroll through Instagram.
Scrolling.
Just so happens, first one up tonight. Some crawler wheels. Ruben, what do you think, man? Elliot, what do you think? Everyone, what do you guys think? I think that looks awesome.
I like it.
I actually like it.
I bet there's some bolt-on hub covers, center covers. Yep.
Oh, that
Yeah.
looks nuts.
Yep.
Dude, and I really like that Proline did like a military themed tread on a tire, called it the Grunt. Like that just looks tough, man. Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that's tough. That's definitely tough.
Four-wheel drive that makes some really nice military size tires, and they're like smaller, so they're more on that like class 0, class 1 side of things for super scale side, and they're like still good rubber and stuff.
I love that Mercedes logo is super clean, like compared to everything else. That's amazing right there.
I'm really digging this like rock slider bash guard front guard looking thing, man.
Yeah,
like I've never seen anything down low like that before. That's super cool.
And I mean, he has that build super nice. I mean, he has the Vanquish Curry pumpkin hubs on there, and it's like that hub set alone is ready to run.
Oh yeah, just for the axles.
Yep.
No, I mean, and that's like crawling is this whole other level. I mean, they have it in drift, they have it in planes, they have it in crawlers, they have it in every single RC category. The guys that there's mild and there's wild, you know? But I mean, gosh, this thing, like, it looks like it's been crawled forever, and yet those axles are way too clean.
Right.
I want to see a scratch.
A little dent, something, some dings, some nicks.
Right.
Hanging out of the C-hubs or something.
Ooh. Catch some final bout on Twitch.
Team claim.
Wait, hold up. When's the final bout? That looks cool.
Final bout on Twitch and live stream. Dang it was at 8. Oh, it was at 6 today. We missed it.
Oh, what?
Instagram, why you let me down like that?
For real. Ooh.
Dang. I really like that color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty.
And those rims on there are perfect.
Wow. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I concur.
Yes.
I strongly agree with what you have said there.
Yo, on my way home today, I was driving and there was this sick R32, and I had to show off, because I was in the low. I hit the switches a couple times. And he gave me a thumbs
buddy.
up, and I was all like, your car's sick as, sick as F2. He didn't know that
I should have took pictures for you guys. Yo, what up, Albert? That's Albert.
My bad.
It's all good. That's one of my my brother's like longtime friends. He actually owns a couple lowriders. Since we're talking about that, talk about lowriders.
Albert, send us some links, man. We want to check them out if that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother painted his Blazer recently, so it's all flaked out and like super, super like crazy Yeah, I mean, you saw some of his stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's getting down. Yeah. So I need to send you guys a couple pictures of the Blazer. It's a S10 Blazer. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know what that is.
Ooh,
Okay.
like the old
Yeah.
school
Oh,
Yeah, the old school ones. Yeah.
Ruben, you remember the paint we were looking at last week? That was his brother's work.
Oh, that's your brother's work?
Yeah, it's my brother's work. Yeah, he does lowriders.
Oh, damn. The engraving or the painting?
He does all the painting. Engraving's more of like one of his friends' forte, but my brother does all the painting. He does all the scallops and the fades and patterns and flake, all that stuff. He does all that.
Dang, yep. Shout out to your bro then.
For sure,
All right.
for sure.
We're gonna duplicate real quick. Albert sent us the link.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Let's check it out.
I like him. On point. Like to the like, oh, y'all want links?
Right?
Say no more.
Albert, I like your tenacity, my friend. No results
He's like-
found. Is this a Facebook link I need to search? I think you need to put the @ sign. No result.
No result.
Maybe
Oh,
I
that-
did something wrong.
Hmm.
Here we go.
there we go.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
I did something wrong, folks.
Yeah.
Sorry, Albert.
There you go. Yeah, that's Albert.
Dude.
Uh,
Oh,
Somebody stole that. That's not
Damn.
cool.
Get that thing back to him.
Kneecaps.
ASAP.
There you go.
Dude. Nocturnal.
Yeah, shouts
Bro.
out Nocturnal.
That is fire.
Wow.
Look at the paint job on the roof. That is so beautiful. Like,
Huh?
oh my gosh.
See, that's
Dude, with the
that's
gun
gonna
and
make a
the
comeback, yo. The bed
belt.
dancers, like
Dude.
that's gonna come back. So gangster.
For sure. For sure. Those things are nuts. Like if you ever attend a lowrider show and you watch those things dance, like they're way more impressive than they are in videos. Like it's completely nuts.
Ruben, check
Damn,
it. You
whose
like
turbo
this?
is that? Whose turbo?
That Lincoln.
That's what's next on my chopping block.
Got that Lincoln love right there, man.
Mhm.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
This fool Ruby rolled up yesterday.
Woo!
Warren G.
Dude, look at this thing.
This is the coolest image ever, yo.
Yeah, there it is. And I think that one belongs to Albert. I think that's Albert. And check this. If I'm not mistaken, I think Albert's like 17 years old.
Albert, bro, you're killing it,
What?
man.
Have you guys watched the video LA Originals on
Oh, I haven't
yeah,
watched it
Mr.
yet.
Cartoon and what's his name?
dude? Yes. So good. So good.
My other brother, Carlos, knows Mr. Cartoon, I think. Yeah, they and then I think Ricardo, I think Ricardo might know him as well, or might have like spoken to him, but not like not like a super personal conversation, just more of a like, hey, what's up, type of thing.
And
but-
Estevan are real. So yeah, those guys. Randall, you got to watch that, dude. What is?
Dang, the higher the
Albert
soft
said,
corner, the food.
Click the video with the white mini truck.
It's a dancer.
Yo, dude.
Yeah.
What's
That's
up?
dope.
No.
Look at that.
Yo.
Yeah, dude, those things are so impressive. Like, if you actually watch them, like you go to a car show and you see them, it's nuts the amount of work that they do, just so they can make them dance.
Yeah, like we were saying last week, one of my dad's friends, Jose, used to build lowriders. I was around him a lot when I was a kid. It was just wild to me.
Yeah, dude, it's so nuts. It's so nuts to watch it.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, the engineering that goes into these systems, you know, like when people kind of laugh or don't even, for me, that was kind of my first introspective into like appreciating lowriders, was just like, they welded all that. They like, you know, I
Yeah.
remember seeing in the magazines when the dudes would make like gusset links and stuff out of like chains and
Yeah.
stuff. It was
Mhm,
just like,
mhm.
dude, what?
Yeah, they do some crazy fab work. It's like it's intense, man.
Albert, this is awesome stuff, man. Thank you for sharing with us, bro.
Look at C10.
These are like, this is the type of stuff that it's like, oh, it got burned. God, dude, I have
Yup.
terrible luck tonight.
If you want to, I can send you a link to a video of on YouTube of a car that my brother painted. It's called Sky's the Limit. Super popular car.
Oh, yeah. Do it up, man.
Yeah, let me send that over to you real quick. Give me a second.
Man,
Jesus Christ.
really did this my
Jesus
channel,
Christ. My brother met that guy. He said he's a character. That Jesus Christ dude.
That's
He said he's a character, dude. He's like, what? This guy is crazy.
that for a while.
All right, here I'll send you the short version of it, because I don't want it to drag on forever.
Yeah, no, you're good.
All right, let's do this. All right, that link's over to you right now. You can go and check that.
Your tires mounted inside out.
Check this out.
You see that?
While I'm pulling this up, what do you guys think of this Rex?
Cool.
Dude, that's so wide. That is so cool.
Aggressive. I like it.
Yeah,
Very, very aggressive.
that's very nice. Over the years, I've grown fonder of the Subaru like STIs and and all that stuff. I was never like a huge fan, but like seeing stuff like this just makes me want one more.
Are you talking like a RC or a real one?
No, like a real one,
Definitely.
Yeah, because my girlfriend drives a Subaru, but like it's not like a STI or anything like that. But just being around them, like you grow attached to them. They're super cool cars.
Definitely. Having owned one, I wish it wasn't so expensive to keep it updated.
Yeah. I hear you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
How much oil did you go through?
So when the car finally left me, I think it was doing 5 quarts every 5,000 miles or something like that.
Jeez.
Quarter thousand. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was, I don't know. It was so frustrating because it was like I had replaced so many things, and then every time I
Right.
replace something, someone's like, "Check this too." It's like, come on, dude.
Right. I want to say something about this video before you play it. I want to say something real quick.
My bad.
So no, that's all good. The frame is painted. It's all flaked out as well, so it's candied and flaked. And I remember I helped my brother with this particular car, and I never again wanted to do another lowrider, like ever. I'm a good painter, not to toot my own horn or anything, but like I'm a good painter. I can paint cars. To me it's a breeze. But when it comes to that stuff, never again. I never again. It takes so much time and so much effort to do just the smallest things. I think we sanded and primered like 3 times, and then even with that, it took us like a week and a half just to get it ready for paint, and then it took like another like 4 days for him to actually shoot the entire thing like the way he wanted to. So you can imagine how long that car took to actually get painted and then assembled.
Yeah.
It's nutty.
When you look at some of these cars, like the work that has gone in, like the bumper engravings and everything, like, we're talking
Definitely.
hundreds of thousands of dollars of work into these cars.
Definitely. None of the engraving was our stuff. That even though like shouts out to whoever did that. I can't remember his name right now, but They do amazing work with those engravings. But anything that you see painted, that's my brother. Anything you see gold leaf, that was done by I think it was one of his friends. I can't remember his name either right now. But gold
Okay.
leafing and things like that was his friend. Pinstriping as well. But anything that's painted, that's my brother.
That's
Man.
what's up.
Yeah,
Is it cool? Can I play it?
go for it. Go for it, man.
Woo! Look at that bumper, man.
What
Ah.
what does a paint job like this weigh?
Oh, a
Yeah,
lot.
It's like
A
Pounds
lot.
of flake.
A
Like,
lot.
There's just like pounds of flake in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Not
Dude.
just that, the gallons of clear coat that goes into these things. Oh my goodness, dude, it's ridiculous.
Like, I don't know. That's
Look at that thing.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's insane, dude. It's insane.
Like, I'd be scared to even drive it just to like have to clean the brake dust off the
Oh,
calipers. you
dude,
know?
and he drives that thing. Like it's nuts.
That's
Like he
nuts.
drives that thing. Like for the most part, yeah, it sits in a garage, and yeah, he sometimes he trailers it to places, but he will take that thing out and cruise it every now and then. Like he will drive it.
That's awesome.
So,
I mean, at the end of the day, like that's what you got to do with a real car. You know, you can't just
Yeah,
like wipe it with
definitely.
a diaper forever.
Definitely. I remember when I painted my car, I painted it a candy color, and everybody flipped out on me, like because I took it up to the canyons and I was like driving like the crap out of it.
Whoa.
So yeah, so like people were like, dude, you just painted your car and it's a candy paint job. Like, are you nuts? And I'm like, no, it's a car. It's I drive it.
You know, I will say too, like when it comes to projects and stuff, you are your own cheapest labor. Am I right?
Oh, definitely. When it comes down to it, like if I see a car that I like and it needs just a paint job, like everything else is working sound, that's a breeze to me. I'm like, oh my god, I'm winning so much on this deal,
Oh hell yeah, man! And
So-
and then you can make it look like whatever you want potentially.
exactly, definitely.
That's
So
awesome,
I
man.
mean, yeah, so we definitely have a leg up. So yeah,
I would have to agree. I think the paint, man, God. So the paint like that work too? That's your bro?
no, my brother doesn't do any murals.
Okay.
He's tried, but he's like, I'm not the most artistic guy in the world. He's like,
hey,
so
at least
he's
he's
like,
honest, man, right?
yes, yeah, exactly. So look at the frame though. That's the frame
Yeah.
down there. That's
Just like-
intense, dude. Like it took so much work just to get it like that. It was nuts.
I mean, like, so at that point too, like you guys are body work in that frame, yeah?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of Bondo and things that go into that frame.
Yeah.
Just to get it extremely straight. So and then with that, I mean, you have to be extremely skilled in Bondo work to make sure that it doesn't crack, because it's a frame. At
it's
some
gonna
point
twist and
exactly.
wow.
Did they use laser, acid, or is it hand engraved? Do you know?
I think that might be laser. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that.
It's just so cool.
Yeah, it's intense, dude, and everything is engraved. Like that's chrome on it. Like look at the underbelly, like the.
Yeah, I mean,
just the. Oh, go ahead.
The CV axles are
Yeah. Oh yeah, everything. It's nuts, dude.
insane.
It's insane. It's insane the amount of work.
Just to have that independent diff in the back end like that too, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Corvette
And that's
style
him.
stuff.
Yeah, that's the owner. His name's Angel. His car club is Stylistics, and they're based out of like all of LA area and stuff. But they have a lot of different chapters here and there, all over the globe, basically.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, super cool though. Super cool, guys.
Thank you for sharing that, dude.
Of course.
Hell yeah, guys. All right. I think we jump back to Instagram just for a Stuart.
We got sidetracked.
We got sidetracked for sure. Whoa.
Hey.
That was a nice
Was
comment.
that Solus?
What's
That
that?
was Solus. Was that Solus? Might be Solus.
Tofu Garage.
Oh, Tofu. Yeah, it's Solus.
Oh,
Solus
yeah,
86.
Solus.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure.
That's dope, man. Pit stands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
You know, like if you guys want to, just for a couple more minutes, like I wanted to ask you guys what your thoughts are on this. For me, like I probably spend a couple hours every day for like a week or two whenever I get a car body or I get an idea for a car body, just looking for examples or looking at like things that I like about them and details I want to like pick on. And you know, like I want to ask you guys, like, what are some things that you tend to draw your inspiration for your builds off of? Is it a real car? Is it just an idea that you like? You know, what's kind of your favorite way to go about it?
Usually just like an idea that I like.
Yeah.
Just something that's in my head. You know me, like I try not to draw inspiration from other cars. Sometimes I'll look, but I try not to do that because I desperately don't want to make something that someone else did.
Yeah.
Like feel like hey, hold on. Easy 88 minutes. What is happening? What is happening? I mean, y'all showed us this, y'all teased us this like almost 2 years ago. Said this was gonna be the next body y'all was making. What's popping?
I wish I would have caught Randall's animation right there.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like
Yeah. But yeah,
he needs
nah,
answers. He's demanding it.
man. Me and some random on Worldwide RC was talking about y'all the other day, dude. Like, where's the body? This fool was wondering the same question I was. Like, where is it? Did I miss it? Did I drop it in low quantities? What's happening?
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
One of these days.
Stuff that I like. Y'all know I like my Doritos and I like old school JDM cars, so I usually just go from there. And y'all know I like Basazoku and like old school like Mafia style cars, so it's usually something in there for me. It's as long as it ticks like old school USDM Rat Rod / JDM Basazoku, as long as it's just like wild, I'm down with it. I like it. I like wild out of the box things.
Definitely. I'm ready to do some of these drifty things with my friends.
Yeah.
I want
This
I want
video
that's
was like
nice.
blowing up the internet this week.
Jesus.
I mean, it'll be a good visual. You have to hear it though.
I'm gonna go
rotary
look for
sounds
that.
like it's gonna kill somebody.
As far as that question that you asked, like where we draw our inspirations from, I've always like enjoyed looking at other people's things like this. Like I love looking at this, like at this kind of stuff. I have a bunch of this stuff on my page that I look at. But as far as inspiration goes, it's more of like just like an idea that forms in my head, and then if I don't do it, then like I like torture myself until I do. Basically, like I'll like kick myself until I do it. So like when it comes down to making something, like I think it was early 2013, and I told myself I wanted an S2000, and I literally did not stop until I got myself an S2000, and then I built it exactly how I wanted to. So it was
That's
like,
awesome, man.
so like it's always been like that for me. Like I see something and like I just want to do it. So like this body that I got from you, I wanted to do it black. Like it was black or nothing. So yeah, it's definitely one, like that's definitely my thought process, is like I think of an idea and then I attack. It's always been like that for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, this is sick, man. I love that glass roof on this thing.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, oh man. Ruben, did you see this? Dude, he just had
Yeah,
the
I'm
switch.
right here. My bad. I just have it on mute because I'm really loud on my end.
Watch
all the
this.
time.
That's so sick.
What was that? Oh, that has little switches on it?
Yeah.
That is so sick. What is that?
It says spacewalk.
Some sort of T-bird, it looks like.
Because I know Lincoln came out with some futuristic car like that they made like the Batmobile after one time.
Sure.
Yeah, the Futura. There you go.
That's what's up.
The Falcon, yeah. I don't know. I think that's like a custom kit or something retrofitted to a kit. But I might be wrong. I wish this dude would jump in here someday because I love his work. I think we featured it a few times on here. He does a lot of like really cool lowriders and stuff too, models wise. And he's been doing more crawling and stuff. See some tire shreds.
Oh, dude, those BC Racing. That's what my girlfriend has on her car, BC Racing. Woo. Woo.
Angle, son. Angle.
Oh man.
What do you guys think? Does he need more angle there?
I mean, it looks like he was doing all right with what he had.
Dude, that's intense. That looks so good.
It's crazy though to see too. Like, I mean, I would take this as scrub radius here. Yeah, like dragging that tire. It's crazy to see how torn up that front tire is, even with how big it is, man. He must really be utilizing it.
He's getting in there.
Hey.
Ooh.
I can't tell you guys how many hours of my life I spent like downloading these movies off of like Kazaa and stuff when I was younger. Like the June Supra, I think I freaking downloaded like every video I could of that thing drifting and throwing tire smoke. Randall, this one reminds me of your Dorito, colors wise.
The Renown paint job was kind of like the idea for it. I mean, Renown paint job and then like the Salsa Verde Doritos, it just goes perfect.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Green and orange.
Less talking, more driving. Volvo drift car.
Man, my brother had one of those when I was in like 5th grade, and if I would have known that they were rear-wheel drive, if I'd have knew the stuff I knew today when I was a kid, I would have like never let him sell that car.
Dude, this thing's actually pretty cool. It looks like it'd be, something you wouldn't be sad about ripping in,
I grew up driving a 1981 Volvo 244, so like the version before that, and there's kits that you can get that 87 Mustang engine bolts directly in. It's just like I cried when I donated that car.
Got a
Could have
49
just
Merc?
dropped one right in.
Yeah, no, it's old school Volvo.
No, it's a 51 Merc.
Oh no, not yeah, that one. I thought you were talking about the car I was driving. It's like, no, I wish.
Hey, Jordan.
Yeah, man.
I don't mean to interrupt you or anybody, but Albert just sent me this video, and I think you should look at it. That's his personal
Project.
lowrider van.
Dude, this thing is sick. Hold on, let me get this pulled up for you guys to check out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to peace out soon. I'm at 10% battery wise, and my phone's overheating.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna wrap up here after this video.
Oh no, you're good. I was just letting you know if I have to peace out early, that's why.
Yeah, that's his.
Oh my god.
Dude, look at that thing. See, and I told you that these things go like way back, like to all the all the car shows and stuff. They used to do this all the time when I used to go to car shows. I don't know if they still do it anymore. I haven't been to many, but like I remember this was a huge thing.
These old
is
like
that your
dancer
brother?
ones.
No, this is Albert's. This is Albert, the dude with the dancing truck bed that we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, because I have seen this video. Watch it, like locks up right now. It'll lock up, it stays up, and then he wiggles the wheels forward, and then it comes down. Yeah, that thing is gangster. Ready? It's coming. Hold on, it's coming. There, right here.
Yeah. Sick, dude.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Albert, you're famous, bro.
Yeah, definitely. You're known. You're known out there in Colorado.
Yup.
That's sick, man.
Yup. Anything RC lowrider related, I'm in.
I love the details in the van with the bubble window and everything.
Definitely, that thing is gangster, man.
Man.
Wagon mural.
Too much time. Right on, guys. Well, with
All
that
right.
video done, we're going to wrap up here tonight. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining us out there, throwing comments out, as well as all the guys that joined here tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks for doing this every week with us for the
Thank
last
you for
6
having me.
weeks. Absolutely, Mike.
It
Pleasure.
was a pleasure.
Hangout for now.
Wonderful, guys. Hopefully, Corona will be over by next week, and we'll be broadcasting live from Scale Science.
Yes.
Definitely. I wanna come out and support as well and drift the track. So let's hope
Definitely,
this
man.
thing gets squared off.
Whenever that happens, like I said too, we've been talking about trying to make a trip out to Super G and maybe even hit up Vegas and stuff. Slide with our buddy Mike. So,
Oh, dude, Mike is awesome. I was talking to him this morning. Awesome, dude.
I dig Mike. He's a good guy.
Very good guy. And definitely, if you guys ever come out, to Cali, then I'll take you to all the good spots.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Right on, Albert. Look forward to meeting you too, man.
Thanks,
Right on,
Albert.
guys. Well, peace out. Everyone have a good night. We'll see you guys next week, hopefully from the track. And we'll talk about doing a show maybe on Thursdays if you guys still like the show. Anyways, peace out. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Stay sideways.